This is a guy named Jonathan Cahn. It's this fine-looking gentleman with this gorgeous smile right here. He decided to talk about Halloween. Now, we're past Halloween, obviously, but I found this after Halloween. It's so entertaining to listen to. Just listen to what he says here.
You're sending your children out to celebrate a holiday that focuses on evil, darkness, witches, spirits, death.
Yeah, same we've heard for like a decade or more, right? Yes, Halloween evil. This is the funny part, though.
To likely dress up as evil creatures, go to the houses of strangers, commit extortion or vandalism.
Extortion or vandalism? Trick or treat it should better be known as extortion or vandalism. He says trick or treat is extortion or vandalism. That's funny, dude. Oh, dude, I love the characterization. Extortion or vandalism? Hold up the little bag. That's good.
Commit extortion or vandalism, and then get diabetes.
And then get diabetes. That's what Halloween is all about. Oh my God, dude. So I go back and I'm looking at some of the other stuff that that Jonathan Cahn has had to say, and it gets absolutely psychotic. And I have another video I wanted to watch in a second about Halloween because, dude, Christian nationalists have this weird thing about Halloween. It's bizarre. Anyway, listen to Jonathan Cahn here. Check this out. He's Jewish. He's a Jewish apocalypticist. So he goes on Jim Bakker all the time and talks about how the end is going to come any 5 minutes now and validates all of Jim Bakker's Christian nonsense.
Before the coronavirus broke out, did you feel like something was coming? Because I know you've seen so many things in the future.
This is late April 2020. This is about when COVID was getting real and everybody was taking it seriously and being very careful.
Yeah. First, I was telling people. Well, first of all, there's much in the Harbinger that has to do with this. We'll touch on.
Yeah, I got to plug your book there. Okay.
By the way, guys, check out my new shop, owenmorgan.com/shop. I have a bunch of really cool designs on there.
But also, I was telling people before this year began, months before, that I believe this was going to be a year of shaking, an important year, a critical year, a year of shaking.
Yes.
Totally. Super important and critical year. Yep. Of shaking.
And for the purposes of God. And I told, and also, I mean, for a long time, we've been saying this is coming. At the beginning of the year, I give a word for the year. And what I just looked over the notes today, what I shared, and what I shared was that I said I saw several scriptures that for this year linked to judgment and
okay, so does that mean the end is here then? Is that what you're saying? By the way, 5 years old now, this video is. Any 5 minutes, right?
One of them about the Lord roaring from Zion and the causing the world, things in the world to dry up.
And would you be surprised to find that the end didn't come that year? Check this one out.
One of those ancient gods or spirits was called the Enchantress. From ancient times, she was connected to a sign. Do you know what it was? The rainbow. And do you know what she was the goddess of? Sexual licentiousness, sexual immorality.
So he's saying being gay is pagan.
Her ancient hymns declare that she has the power to turn a man into a woman and a woman into a man.
I'm sure I don't need to say, but like basically everything that he says is completely made up to fit his weird little understanding of the world. But, that's not going to stop him from spreading trash.
She's the goddess that bends sexuality, blurs, merges gender. She breaks the line. She breaks the distinction between man and woman, male and female, boy and girl. It is this spirit which is now taking possession of our culture. And on the day that you redefine marriage, you placed her sign on the nation's highest house.
Like nobody is redefining marriage. Okay, this drives me absolutely up a fucking wall. When did it become okay to stick your nose in other people's business and impose your will on them? When did that become socially acceptable? Your right to swing your fist ends at the tip of my nose, right here. You can swing it anywhere you want, but right here. Because then you're not exercising your rights anymore. You are violating my rights. If I want to get married to a dude, I don't, I'm married to a chick, but if I wanted to, that's none of your fucking business. He doesn't seem to get that. He doesn't seem to understand the concept of minding your own fucking business, which is really like what the Constitution is all about, right? Mind your own fucking business and let everybody live the life that they want to live, and the government can't intrude on your life in this way and that way. They can't do that thing or that thing. He doesn't get it. He doesn't want to get it, apparently. He wants to impose his will on others. He wants to control people's life by force. That is what Jim Baker and all his weird little nutcase sycophants are all about. Controlling other people's lives. Sign up for my Patreon. I'd really appreciate that very much. It would mean so much to me. This is like a really precarious moment in history, in U.S. history, and for me personally, so it would mean a lot if you sign up for my Patreon. Check out cultarchive.org. I did a cult test, basically, where you can see if you're in a cult, and you can look at the historical tests of other groups that already went through this. Also, check out my merch. I have a whole bunch of really cool shirts and stuff. Really interesting. I would really appreciate that. But, you know, since we're talking about Jonathan Cahn, talking about Halloween and stuff, check this out. This is a video unrelated to Jonathan Cahn, but it's about Halloween, where an ex-Satanist warns Christians about Halloween. You guys ready? Buckle. You guys ready for this? Buckle up.
Listen to what this ex-Satanist has to say about Christians celebrating Halloween.
So a lot of Christians, they think there's nothing wrong with, celebrating Halloween and all this stuff. And Casey, you being in Satanism and God delivering you from that, healing you and bringing you freedom, what are your thoughts?
So this guy on the right is Ukrainian and also connected to Greg Locke. He speaks at Greg Locke's church from time to time. And he's got a YouTube channel. He's got like 1 million subbies or something. I have no idea how he got that big, but he's a complete nutcase. So, Casey, tell us about this Satanism. Tell us about this holiday that celebrates extortion or vandalism.
What are your thoughts about that?
October 31st is like the ultimate day. It's like Christians, Easter, and Christmas all rolled in together. The celebration usually starts at dusk and goes on. The golden hour is 11 p.m. to midnight. That's when the most demonic forces are out and about and active.
Yeah, ex-Satanist, totally. People
should not participate in any way, shape, or form because you are worshiping the devil. There is no two ways about it. I mean,
there's another way. It isn't just worshiping the devil. It's also getting candy. There's there's that aspect to it. How do you work that into your weird little worldview?
He's real happy that Christians allow their kids to serve him one night of the year.
If you want to learn more about spiritual warfare, click follow or subscribe.
Oh my God, dude. Learn more about spiritual warfare. This is insane. Like, Christian nationalists are just off their fucking rockers, man. They are maybe the most bizarre religious group in America with this much power. I would say they're definitely way, way too powerful and way too fucking weird to have that power. Anyway, tell me what you think in the comments.